안녕하세요 여러분! Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I know I haven't been on YouTube for a pretty long time, like around 3 to 4 months, and I wanted to give you the reason why I stopped YouTube and the reason why I'm back. So to tell you the truth, like starting the beginning of October, was it? November or October? No, November. I finished my job in the guest house in Kwangju, and then I was looking for a new job in Korea. So first, what you have to know is like my working holiday visa was available from February 2017 to February 2018. So I was going to the end of my working holiday visa in Korea, and I didn't know if I was able to find a new job in Korea or if I was able to find a company who will sponsor me with a working visa. So I was under a lot of pressure and a lot of reflection. It was not really easy. I got a job offer here where I'm now, but I didn't know if it was exactly what I wanted. So it was make me think a lot. And one of the reasons why that I had many reasons. So first was because I really love my previous job in the guest house. So I didn't want to quit that job, but actually my boss couldn't sponsor my visa. So he said, if you want to stay in Korea, this is time for you to look for a new job, because it's not like 1 week before you have to go that you can find a job, right? So I did the maximum I could do with him, but then he tried to like recommend me to some of his friends, and we really try hard to find a way for me to stay in Korea. The second reason why I was not sure about like getting another job in another city, because I really love Kwangju and I didn't want to leave Kwangju because Kwangju is like my home. I spent almost 2 years there, so it was pretty hard. And then not only the city but the people there, because I made really good friends, and like I met really amazing people. And then the culture as well, because like maybe some people will disagree with me, but I do think that Kwangju is one of the places in Korea where you learn so much about the culture and the history. And that's a place where you can meet a lot of like human rights activists, a lot of local artists, and people that make some like non-profitable organizations. So all this type of people, it's pretty easy to meet them and to have talk with them. So you can learn so much about Korea, but not only about like the world, and they have people from like all around the world. But the great thing about Kwangju is that it's not that big compared, like for example, to Seoul or Busan. So it's pretty easy to meet people, and it's like a small village, so everyone knows each other, you know. So anyway, it was one of the reasons why it was really hard for me, because first my boss was paying my apartment. So as soon as I finished my job, I had to quit the next day my place. So first I have to leave my home, like the building I lived for almost 2 years. Second, I was unemployed. I didn't have money anymore, no salary, no job, and I was feeling like what I'm gonna do about my life. Third, I had to find a new job, so it was pretty stressful, because like that job before I got it through a friend, but then now I was all by myself, and I was thinking, can I find a job in Korea even if I can't speak fluently Korean? Is that possible? And then not only the job, but fourth, five, I don't know, like I got to find a company that needs to sponsor my visa. So there is a big difference between you having a working holiday visa and can work almost everywhere because the companies doesn't have to worry about your visa, and then the other side of people that were in my situation, that you don't have a visa anymore, or your visa gonna expire, and then now it's the company you're gonna find will have to sponsor your visa. So that's the big difference. And a lot of companies doesn't want to get the burden, because they think whether they can employ locals, Korean, like native Korean, so they don't have to worry about visa, or they can employ people like me that like they have a working holiday visa, but they don't really want to employ except if you have really specific skills, the type of people who like needs like the company to like fill a lot of paperwork and stuff, you know. So yeah, and then the last thing that I was worried about was, should I move? Because like I've been traveling a lot in Korea, but there is a huge difference between when you travel and you live, and like the only place I've been living to was in Kwangju. So moving to another place in another like city or like province was pretty challenging for me. So that's the first reason why I kind of stopped YouTube, because I was going under a lot of stress and I was thinking a lot about my life, like what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna survive, will I go back to France, will I find a company to get a visa to. So that was what happened. And then finally a month later I got that job that I'm doing now. And yeah, so I moved out from Kwangju and I moved here in Gojedo. So Gojedo is an island. It's the second biggest island in Korea after Jeju-do, and it's located like 1 hour away from Busan. So to tell you, it's like 4 hours by bus. Like, I mean, even if it's an island, there is a bridge that goes to the mainland, so it's not like remote island where you just can go there by boat, so it's okay. But even though like it's 4 hours away from Kwangju, so it's like I can't go there at night, or I can't meet my friend really often. So that's one thing. And yeah, so I moved there, but the thing is I didn't really have things to do here, because like the job I was supposed to do were in a building that were not still ready. Like, how can I explain? Like, my job was to be assistant manager in the cafe and guest house, but the building was not open, like the business was not ready yet. So I moved there, but actually I had pretty nothing to do. So and then Christmas and New Year came and my sister arrived in Korea, so we had a really good time together. And yeah, and so after January, February, I've been helping in the construction site to make the building ready. So actually I was not managing at all. I was just like cleaning, making tables, painting chairs, like thinking about the design of the buildings, I did so many things, like, but mainly I was working on the construction site. So that would be in another video, but yeah. And yeah, and so we start the pre-opening. So like basically in Korea they have pre-opening and then opening. This is really different from France. So yeah, for us it's like you open, you really open, but here apparently you can just like pre-opening and try to test the business and then after opening really. Anyway, I'm not gonna go into that details for now, but yeah, so we start the pre-opening 1 week ago. And so finally I have kind of stable schedule. It's not yet ready because I'm waiting the real opening to know exactly what will be our open and closing hours, and then will I work the weekend or no, blah blah blah. But anyway, blah blah blah, this is so French. But anyway, yeah, that's what's happened in my life. And yeah, and before that, like, so my working holiday visa ended in February and I had to make a new visa, but what my employer said that he could get me a 1-year visa was actually not possible. So I'm actually, for now, I'm working under like a 3 months temporary working visa that I had to renew every 3 months. So it's pretty annoying in some way, but the other way is like, so every 3 months I have to get out of Korea, so I have every 3 months to go to Japan. Wow, too bad, right? So yeah, that's what's happened in my life, guys. I will make a lot of different videos to tell you maybe each part of it, but I wanted to make a big resume about why I left YouTube, what happened in my life, and like, will I do new videos or no, and blah blah blah. So yeah, so that was a little bit what's happened during the last like 4 to 6 months. Yes, but so now here's the question: why am I back to YouTube and how it's gonna be? So my goal is that I want to try to make a video every day or every 2 days during the weekdays, not for the weekend, because I know I'm gonna be pretty busy in the weekend. But yeah, I'm gonna try my best. And the thing I want to tell you guys is that I'm thinking a lot to make more French videos. So like I want to talk in French to French people. So here is my reason. It's like I was thinking a lot, and I know I should not consider numbers, but I kind of do, because when you know you're editing for like 4 or 10 hours in a day and then you see that only 20 people watch my videos, then it's kind of depressing in some way, because my main purpose is to share my experience with people and to inspire people to travel, and not only to Korea but like in Asia mainly, because I love Asia. So I was thinking a lot during these few months, and I'm thinking that because I'm French and because my experience can interest the French public, then I want to do videos for them. So it doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop making videos in English, so please don't unsubscribe me, but just as you have to know that I may do much more French videos nowadays, and then time to time I will do videos in English. And I have many ideas, because you know I've been thinking so much this last month. So one of the ideas I want to do is like I want to do interviews, like maybe of Korean or like expats living in Korea. I don't really know how long it will take for me to meet that type of people and if they're willing to do interviews, but in the case they will have interviews, then yeah, of course I will mainly do it in English. But yeah, for my everyday's life, I think I will do it in French. But if you keep wanna support me, please don't unsubscribe, and you can still share my channel to your friends and stuff. And then if you want to follow my life in Korea, you can follow my Instagram. Like I will put something there or in the descriptions box below, because I'm posting Instagram pictures so many times, like all the time, and I'm sharing a little bit like explanation, and mainly I'm doing this in English. And then if you are willing to see some of the pictures, I'm sharing a lot of pictures on my Lee Adventure Facebook page as well. So even, you know, if I don't do videos in English, then you can still check about some like travel tips and travel information on my Facebook page and my Instagram. And yeah, and if my channel is growing, which I hope, because it's one of my main goals this year, then maybe I will get some opportunity to work again with tourism office and tourism organization. So in that case, then I may do English videos. So please don't unsubscribe me. You can always put thumbs up, because you know, like I have to explain you, like if for people who don't know, then people on YouTube, if they want more visibility, if they want more people to subscribe, then you have to put comments, you have to put like recommendations, and you have to put like thumbs up or thumbs down if you don't like my video, but I hope it's up, please guys. So yeah, and more people will react to your videos, more you will get a better visibility on YouTube. So actually, I will talk honestly with you guys, I really don't make any money. Like I never earn any money from YouTube, because anyway, I'm not a big YouTuber, and that's not my goal. Like my goal, I mean, I can make my money by myself, but I think YouTube is a really good way to connect with people, to share your passion and your interests. And what I love is travel. So yeah, I want to share my travel tips with you and stuff. So yeah, that's one. So I hope you like that video. I know it's really long, but please, yeah. And if you want to share this video, it's okay. And yeah, even if you don't want to watch my videos anymore, please, if it's possible, stay subscribed. Like you just have to not watch it, but like every person counts. And yeah, you know, like when I see so many YouTubers, they get a lot of like opportunities after that. Like I'm really not after the money, but I'm more into like what kind of opportunity can I get if I get that certain type of like that certain amount of subscriber or viewers, you know. So yeah, I hope that my dream can come true, and I want to like work with the tourism office of Korea, or like in other countries like the tourism office of Thailand or Japan. And yeah, so yeah, here it is. That's the whole story, why I left YouTube and why I came back. Yoo-hoo-hoo. So I hope you guys have a good day and see you soon. 안녕.